Hi, it's Shar, and today is, looking at the date, October 19th, and it's day 22 for me. This is Wednesday. I have quite a bit of stuff that's been going on. Yesterday, there was a Facebook profile, Bruno Vito, that had been harassing my brokers while they had made a complaint to the police. The police ended up notifying them that they're going to call Anthony. And within an hour of calling Anthony, the Bruno Vito's Facebook page all of a sudden removed a photo of himself, the one that I could recognize, and stopped following my broker's page, but was still following me. And I got screenshots of all of that, thinking that this violates the no contact order. And then today when I went in the office, the page has been deleted altogether. So he got a little bit wise and had done all of that, but I took it to my attorney, and it was like, isn't this breaking the no contact? And it's still proving it. So, I want to vent about how, I've already gone to court. I already have a no contact order in place. I'm the victim. I'm the innocent victim through all of this, but I'm the victim. And now I still have to prove that it's him. And I'm wondering why, when I've already proved it, why do I have to prove it's him? Why doesn't he have to prove it's not? Because he's called my ex-husband. He's had conversations with agents in real estate. He's now attacked this wall, and I can prove the one picture is his face shot. And now we have the proof that after the detective called, the page goes away. And who else could it be? And it's very frustrating to, this person is continuing to victimize me every single day. So 22 days ago, these false charges, which, let me tell you about that. Tonight, I found out from my attorney that she got to talk to the DA, and the story is that Dax is claiming, this is the son of my ex that I have the no contact against, and my ex, I only dated him 90 days. So it's not like an ex per year. 90 days I knew this guy, and to get him out of my life, I had to get a no contact order. His son is claiming that the entire time that I was dating him, I guess I was flirting with him, and that I was making advances to him. And now he doesn't have proof of any of this. There's no text message. It's just that day when the officer called me, and I admitted to having the conversation, because we get taught, respect authority, that the truth will set you free. And what I now know is, that's not, none of that's true. When the officer called me and said 2.5 months after this event occurred, do I know how old Dax is? I do, because he just went back to school. And secondly, I'm sorry, it was 2 months after it occurred. And did I do it? I said, yeah, but I thought he was 23. Now remember, Dax's Facebook page still to this day shows he's 23. Never changed it. So my story adds up. I've spent, if I say that I've spent over 100 hours creating this timeline, I'm not kidding. Every moment of every day, and every day I come back and I add more to it because I find more information. I have nothing else to do that empowers me to get through this, because my abuser is continuing to victimize me. I'm getting phone numbers that I don't recognize calling me direct. I get people texting me, and when I try to call the number back, I find out it's these spoofing apps, which is, he's got an incredible, until I met this guy, I had never even known what a spoof was. I would have thought that it was a type of ghost or something, a spooky ghost. I have no clue. And so this man in my life, my business office, somebody anonymously called the management company and let them know that I was charged with this, and that I would be, I don't know everything they said, but I know that it was bad enough that my management company, my investor partner I share the office with, said that we had to move the office, close it down and move the office, which we did. I'm having to move my personal residence. I'm still in the one that I'm renting because I wanted to install a security alarm, and I have that done. We should be moving in the next week. My broker sent my license back to the state. My builder quit me. I have listings that canceled, that have since sold. That was money that I was going to have in my business, but I don't have anymore. My daughter couldn't come home. She could come home now, but I can't go to her games, so I miss her events. So I just, I'm getting very discouraged. And This is all systemic abuse. And this is the kicker of it all. When the charges are dismissed against me, there's nothing that will be done to him, to my abuser. For creating all of this in my life, he gets to just walk away. Now, I could go after him civilly, and I probably will. That takes years. And so this man has been able to come in and do this in my life. He's been able to get his son to be his puppet. And he just gets to walk away. I don't understand that. So, this is where my faith comes into place, in that I know that we have an amazing God. And he's going to turn all of this around and make it big, because I can't even believe that I'm living through this. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. I don't even want to keep my thoughts there anymore. I've got great people around me. I've met even better people. I've got my head back in the game. I've got to get busy on real estate. And there's a few more scripts that I have to learn, because now the charges still have not been dismissed from according to my attorney. And I told her today, because she said that the DA was thinking about doing a plea deal. For what? Because I didn't know. Would be, no, you dismiss the charges, that's it. And she's like, Shar, you might have to do a class or do community service, which I still think is bullshit. And a continuation of the systemic abuse, especially after you see my timeline and everything I can document. I have no clue how all of this is possible. And so this has to be known. This has to be. I'm not just going to fade off into the background, because that's what my abuser wants. My Facebook page, I put a positive video out every day. It's actually kind of good what's going on, because I've got a lot of people following me. I got people that when I had my business page, I couldn't pay enough money to have the people watch my videos that I have put out there now, and that's free. So you will find more of what you're looking for. So if in a day I'm looking to find good, I will find good. And if I'm looking to find bad, then you will find more bad. So in this, I am keeping my attitude positive and just trying to find the silver lining in the cloud. But I'll tell you, if it wasn't for the daily attacks from my abuser, that just, I don't know what he's going for. I mean, you've done everything. What are you wanting now? Why still are you attacking me? Because I'm still living? Is that when I die, then you want to make me so miserable? I don't understand what his purpose is, and why no one will help me. Why I'm going through this. The DA, everybody gets to take the weekends off. I don't get weekends off. I don't get nights off. I'm averaging about 3 to 4 hours of sleep, because my brain doesn't stop. Because I can't, think about an innocent person's life completely changed from a very evil person. And he's still attacking me. He has no regards to the no contact order. He knows all the gray areas to work around. So I am intending that this is going to be very big. He has created the stage that I will walk on. And I will make sure that this helps people, that it brings knowledge to the world, that it does double the good than any bad he could have ever created in this. And that's because that's what I willed it. And it will be. So today, great day. Got stuff to my attorney. No, I do not ever want to be a legal assistant. The whole idea of doing that timeline and creating all those files drives me crazy. But I did it because it was nice to kind of look back and see all the patterns, because by the 90-day mark, I'm sitting here going, why did it last this long? It was never good with this guy. Why did I keep going back? And I can see when he was just like fog, it would just create a cloudiness of my perception or I don't even know how to describe it. It was very abusive and incredibly dysfunctional. And now that I've not been around it, I look back and I'm disappointed in myself. I'm mad at myself when I had to go back and create the timeline. It was very emotional for me because I could see everything. But when you're going through it, and, you know, he knew I would be at a breaking point and I'm not answering his phone, so he'd call me from different phone numbers. He'd have his mom call me. He'd leave flowers at my house. And towards the end, he broke into my house. And I can't believe, so he came in my house without my permission. I have the text message where he admits to doing it. While he was here, he took a necklace that he bought for me for my birthday. He denied it at first, but in later messages, he admitted it. And I cannot bring any charges against him for theft or entering my house without permission, stalking, harassment, none of it. He just gets to be. So very frustrated with how this system addresses abuse. And we wonder why all of a sudden you find a dead woman or something horrible happens and she ends up missing. It's because stuff like this has precursors and there's nothing designed to protect the woman. And this is exhausting to go through. Absolutely, mentally, emotionally, financially, exhausting to go through something like this. So I'm open to what life will bring me and how God wants to use me, and my faith is unshakable. And I appreciate the journey, and I really hope that nobody else has to ever go through anything like this. Ever. I will pray that. So that's today's update. Tomorrow is Thursday. Got a busy day planned. So I'm intending for great things. Have a good night.